Crane's Cleveland Business is featuring a periodic series profiling behind-the-scenes people who are key to the success of food-related businesses in Northeast Ohio. Paul Storsin is one of those key employees. He's the Quality Assurance Manager at Orlando Baking Company, and he is in charge of inspecting the rolls and bread at 19 production and packaging checkpoints and confirming their quality before the goods are distributed. From examining the bread's appearance, ensuring there are the correct number of slices to a bag, and verifying the product is dated correctly, Mr. Storsin is always on the move. He also manages food safety specifications, addresses customer complaints, and conducts both weekly and monthly system audits.
All the bread, rolls, toast, it all comes down this way into packaging. And when it gets to packaging, you usually have people here that work on the line that sort the product out. Some of the product's good, some of the product's not in spec. You can actually see that visually. In all segments of production, if they see something that's not good and it has not good quality, they'll throw it over there on that table. We as QA will go over there and inspect it, make sure it's out of spec, and then we'll throw it in one of those bins which go for breadcrumbs, or we oops product too, which is a Marks brand. Now there's nothing wrong with that bread, it's still the same quality, it's good, it was just too short for the customer. So that'll go to Marks and it's called oops. This is a clipper. As you see, it's got the bread clips like you see in the store. What'll happen is when that clip goes on there, it'll put a date on there. It's got an ink date. And that's how we track everything, whether if it's the bread's good for 6 days, it'll have today's date and a 6-day date on it. Okay. Everything that goes out the door has to go through metal detection. All right, product comes down here, it gets dated. Obviously, it's QA check. If we come down here and we find something it doesn't have the proper dates, we got to make sure that we check all the time what they're running, where it's going, that we'll tag that up and get it redated. It keeps us on our toes. This is what my job is. Our kind of job, you get a lot of heat, but you take pride in what you do, and you try to catch as much product and look at as much as you can so it goes out the door safe and inspect. You want to keep somebody in QA and packaging all day because this is where the product's going out the door. Even if you missed it on the production side, you could catch it here, put it on hold, get it reworked. Sure. Then you have another person, why I try to keep 2 on a shift, that walks all through production and does raw checks. And what the raw checks are is to make sure that the dough is 55 grams prior to going into the oven. It is 4 inches long before it goes into the oven. And if the product's 55 grams, 4 inches long, it's going to come out perfect. We have specifications that if we mix the dough at this rate, make it this size, make it this length, it's going to come over here and spec. If you have a product recall, a bad product, they have never had one here, but I've been through them before. If you had a product recall, it doesn't matter if you're home with your family at Christmas, you're in here. You got to track all the product, you got to identify where it is, you got to accumulate it because the government's requiring you to do that. Sure. There's bad product out there. Sure. You can go to jail. So you're always on call. It's part of food. We chose it, we live it.